Aloha. Oh, I love the view behind you, Betsy.
Yes, I'm pet sitting. You can see there's my familiar in training behind me. New location today.
New location. I'm in the same old, but that's okay. Let's say hello to some people. Oh, Neem, Essence818 was the first one in.
Hi, Neem. You've been in for a long time. Hello.
Yeah, you've been here for a while. How are you? Oh, and Scott came in not that long after her, about 10 minutes after her. And then
hello.
Jacaranda. Hello, my darling.
Hello.
Selkie Field.
Selkie.
Welcome.
Hi, Selkie.
Hi, Regina.
Hello.
Hey, Deanne. Hey, Debbie.
Hi.
Blue Crescent, Tarot, and Aquarius. I always just say their names at this point.
Oh, and there's
Whispers of Three.
Hello, aloha.
Welcome, everybody. Since Deanne's here, sip.
Sip.
Hello, Robin. Welcome.
Hello. Oh, wrong hand. Every time I go like this, I feel bad for covering up my familiar. Hello.
Apparently, I now have two familiars, and they are at odds with each other. Yeah. Tomorrow,
I do want to comment. You guys notice usually my name says Betsy Palmer Medium, but it's flipped now. My website, I have a new website. It's amazing, but I'll warn you, it's turned into one of those rabbit hole kind of websites where you just get started and you don't know where you end up. But it is now Medium Betsy Palmer. It's flipped. So go check them out.
Yep. And I did the flip in the box down below. So
yes, you did. Thank you.
Aloha, Luna.
Luna, hi. Mwah.
So since I talked to Anna last week.
Selkie, the cat's name is Bert, like Burt Reynolds, because he strikes poses. So yeah.
Oh, I just saw that comment. I was just gonna say, since I chatted with Anna last week, I've been playing with the Oracle of Echoes a lot. So I thought that might be fun to whip out for today.
That sounds great.
If we do need some tarot, I got the tarot at the end of the rainbow.
Such a pretty deck.
I know, right? You were gonna say.
Do you want to start us off with a reading, or are we gonna end with the reading? Okay, wait. Oracle. Here's what I'm getting. We need one Oracle card to set the tone for our journey today.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we'll wrap it up. Cat, he's so vain. He's actually so chill. He's really cute. He yesterday he escaped from the yard and he went down to the tenant unit below to alert her to the fact that the flagpole was in the yard. And it's pretty funny because the flagpole is 40 feet long, and I didn't know it was missing from the deck yesterday morning, and it was down in the yard.
Hey, Betsy. You remember how your guides like to flip cards on me?
What did they? Oh, they gave you. Oh, well, that was very nice of them. We don't have to guess if you got the right one. Chaos. We'll take it. Nothing like a little chaos to wake you up.
Why do they keep doing that to my decks every time I talk to you? Every time.
Wait. Who, me? Heyoka much? Huh?
I know, right?
That's why I'm sitting out in the. I mean, you guys, I don't know if you can see it, but we're completely socked in with clouds overhead, and it looks like it could start raining any second. So that's why I'm out here. Heyoka. Oh, look. The cat passed out. He's in a trance. He's meditating. He's gone to the realms.
He's just holding the space for us and making sure it doesn't start raining.
Yeah. I pulled all the cushions in, so usually that means it won't rain. Because I'm backwards.
Wow. And he hates, like, every time they say, "It's a big storm coming," we get, like, what, maybe 10 minutes of rain?
Yeah. Maui.
The other side of the island's drowning.
Yeah, what probably most folks don't realize is this where Jonathan and I are situated on the leeward coast. It's really protected. We have the Big Island south of us, Oahu the north of us. That it's a mini crescent, and it protects us so much. Most of the bad weather is absorbed by either of those sides before it gets to us. And if it's coming from east, it has to go over 13,000 feet. It's that way, 13,000 feet above us to get to us. And yeah, that's actually above the cloud line. So we don't get a lot of precipitation here. So we get really excited when we do get it, because the word for water in Hawaiian is Vai, W-I-A. And if you're really, really rich, you're Vai. But if you're uber rich, you're Vai. You have twice the water. So
I wouldn't mind some Vai right now, because rain yesterday was a tease. Like, I wanted more.
It was pretty good up here. We got pretty good. 15 minutes.
It rained for a while, but it just it petered out too fast.
Yeah. I'm probably 2 miles south and maybe 100 feet higher in elevation, and we got pretty good rain here.
Hey, Orsi. Just dropping in a
hello.
Sitting here shuffling Oracle of Echoes. What do we want to start with?
What do we need to start with? Anybody have any thoughts?
I feel like there's something missing. What is it?
Grounding? Is everybody good and grounded? I started doing this before you popped in, and it just felt like a little bit of wing thing, but grounding thing too.
Well, one thing I love to do that I learned in Chinese medicine school is called drawing down the heavens, and it's a qigong thing. I guess you could do it seated, but it's drawing up the energy of the earth to disperse out into the heavens, and pulling down the energy of the heavens to disperse into it. Ooh, I love that. It always gives me something.
I like it.
And then I always do 3, because Chinese medicine, it's always good to do multiples of 3. And then there's a channel that's called the belt channel, and it holds all the other channels in place. And what I always do is I picture myself about at waist level, wrapping a ribbon of light, tying it into the knot right below my navel, and it all holds it in place.
Oh, feeling vibing up now. So yeah, I'm seeing we have some cool stuff in the chats.
Yeah, in Bermuda, your water is collected on your roof. They call big storms tank rain.
Fills up the tank.
I love it.
Love it.
And Deanne says, I have messy energy today. It might be me causing the unknown factor.
No.
No, it's not you.
No, it's not a singular I'm getting.
I think it's just universal right now.
That means she gets the first reading.
Oh. Okay, Blue Crescent.
Don't know if you wanted that or not.
Hey, Tony.
Hi. Hello.
Okay. What does Deanne need to know right now?
The moon's chiming in for you to me. Let me check in and see. Regina says tuck box rage. It's a thing. The struggle is real. Hold on. Let me go look at the comment again and focus back in. The moon has something to tell me for you. Something for you to say. Do you want to do cards, Jonathan? You do cards. I think I need a minute.
I'm just. I think you need to go first, because I just looked at the bottom of the deck and got the moon. So, you go right ahead, finish that thought, and then I'll come in with the cards.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you did a releasing ceremony this weekend for the full moon, but it needs some completion to it, but it's right on time. It's not like you forgot anything. It's just another step. It needed and if you didn't do a releasing thing, then the moon is reminding you to complete your intention or your desire that you was rolling around in your mind. Let me find that. There we go. Get back to it so I can focus in on it. The messy energy, yeah, because there's something left undone. There's something left unfinished. And it's not a big thing. It's a small thing. And they're showing me tying a bow, a really pretty gift with a bow on it. So the intention is the gift in the box. So you've packaged it and prepared it. And you even have the ribbon cut. They say you just need to tie the ribbon for your own closure before it gets to send off, because it's a little bit like when a loved one is waiting for everybody to get ready to cross. This intention is waiting for you to be ready to release it before it goes. So it's waiting for your permission to go. So that's where the bow is, if that makes any sense. I hope so.
That's interesting, because the cards I pulled, first one was sorrow, then Father Time, and protection.
Oh, I love the protection card. I love that card.
So I'm feeling like you're a little overwhelmed by the world's sorrow right now. Like you're such an empath, and everyone is in such blah kind of conditions that you're feeling it as if it's your own sorrow. Gotta remember that Father Time is working as he does, slow and steady, ever cranking on. So this, I think, is that gift, is the gift of time, right? The gift of time you can give to others as well as yourself, right? And that time given to others in protection is also, I think, very important, especially nowadays. So, and that perfectly goes along with what Betsy was saying about that. Letting stuff go, like giving it to Father Time, and knowing that you are protected. Right?
Kona, you got to quit crying or you're going to be banished from the studio. But yeah, sorry.
Banished.
I'm wearing my purple jade 24/7. It has made such a difference. Usually with crystals, I love them and I'm like, oh, it's great. It's nice to have around, but I don't, it doesn't take a precedence in my actions and my intentions. It's like, it's nice to have around. It supports me, but also I believe if you're feeling strongly about a particular thing in a particular way, it's going to happen whether you got the crystal or not. You can say crystal, you can say amethyst. I need to heal, amethyst, and it has the same impact. That's kind of what I think. This is the first time I've had any kind of a stone familiar make a major improvement. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by the collective, systemic therapy can't hurt, might help.
Right. Yeah. And Deanne says, okay, yes, that makes sense. Yep. Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. We're all in the same boat right now. And who is it? Somebody else just came in.
Like a relationship reading.
Yep. But Aquarius Owl is next. General.
Yeah. She's got a few things on her mind, just not sure what to ask about. So whatever comes through.
Woolly Hermit, aloha.
Hey, Woolly Hermit.
Aloha. A general for Aquarius Owl.
Interesting.
Come here. Are you telling? Is this for her? Come to me. Come to me. Come on. I think this familiar has a message.
Oh, what a cutie.
This is Kona. You can't even see him. His hair's so long. You can't even see his face. Here, show him your face, buddy. There you go. He doesn't like having his picture taken. I think he's part native because he thinks it's going to steal his soul. Look at him. He won't look in the camera.
He's like, oh, God, don't look at me.
He actually has the message for you, though. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Kona's message is that a little bit of protection is going to help you right now. That there's one person, like a minor kind of energetic interference right now, that sealing your boundaries around them is going to be helpful to you. It feels like they're just doing a lot of this and they want a lot of this from you.
That's interesting because the first card I pulled was a warning. Yeah.
That is funny.
So I guess there's a warning and someone's trying to suckle on your energy or something. That was what I got.
Yeah, it feels like it's small kind of manini, kind of small kind trouble, but
someone who likes to spin tails, spinner.
Yeah.
You notice the shadow blob next to it is actually kind of like a figure that's kind of glopping onto this divine looking figure.
Oh yeah, it does look like it's a little being on there, like a little Joker clown or something. Yeah.
I'm just kind of like attaching and suckling the energy. So that's interesting because the final card is New Horizons. I think this is you waking up to that energy vampirism and moving on to a new day.
That card to me, what I'm seeing instantly is it looks like the card is going like this. Like, right. I'm on to you. I gotcha. I know what you're about.
Uh-huh.
I'll just
me in my water.
I'm right here. I'm cool.
Right.
Yeah.
I see you now. And then the interesting thing is the bottom of the deck, we get look within.
Look within. I love it. Orsi says, gotta go, but kitten.
I was going to say this, I don't know, this situation, the warning, the spinner, the New Horizons, I think is a trigger to look within. Right.
It feels like there's a component of really positive something here I'm trying to get to. I think
that's what I get with the New Horizons, very positive energy here.
There's something, either it's a question that you haven't asked or it's something on the way that's going to work out for you really favorably, or if you're waiting to start something or something is imminent, it's going to turn out really good, whatever it is. Sophie said she could smell flowers. Yeah.
Definitely what I need. It's been a week.
You know, we all thought we would be fine right now, right? None of us are fine. Nobody's fine. I don't know anybody that's fine.
No.
So
this is like my son's third week of in-person schooling, and apparently there's already been 7 COVID cases at his school.
A friend of mine with her son in Kamali'i, they're really struggling too. He's having a really rough transition going back into school. The way that with the restrictions and the way that it's set up now, he's really struggling with it. So I think we're all in that. We're all there. We're all in that.
Yeah. Well, especially since like a month ago we were at like 1 or 2 a day, and now we're in like the 70s, 80s, 90s, 100s every day.
Hang on, they're screaming at me now, like from over here. It's coming from the southwest corner, and that seems to be part of the equation. So you may want to feng shui or Google southwest. It's coming from the southwest, and they're saying it's gonna be okay. It's going to be okay. What this thing is that's on your mind, and you may not even really understand how to wrap it all up in a sentence, but whatever this energy is that's pressing on you, they're telling me it's going to be okay. It is going to be okay. They're saying you don't have to struggle so hard to vocalize it and verbalize it. That this is interesting. They're showing me like a swirl of energy from upper chakras into throat. It almost gets to heart, but not quite so much. So that tells me the resolution is up here, not in your emotional body. So taking in something that's not necessarily helpful and making a little swirl that you're not able to communicate your perceptions about. And they're saying it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Stop the struggle to describe it. So they're saying that your relief is down below. So they're showing me third, second, first chakra to just get in there and just sit with your gut. They're showing me that your gut's really strong. Your gut is really strong center. Get in there and spend some time with your feelings down in your gut. They're wiggling me. You can see them wiggling. That you're going to find some relief in there.
Hope that was helpful, Debbie. She did say thank you. Next, we have Ankita. Hi, can I get a relationship reading? Will I and Yogaraj get married? I met his family 5 days ago. How did they find me? Thank you.
I can answer that pretty quick on my end. If you want to look for your card.
I already pulled the cards.
You already have it? Okay. Go. You go.
First card, a warning. Right.
Yeah. What I got is they're kind of middle of the road.
Uh-huh. Well, and then the second card was Awaken Inner Force. So I think they might think that she's maybe too full of herself or
too strong. Yeah, a little strong.
Right, too strong for them. But then the last card I got was creativity. Right?
Oh, that's
how do you show yourself, right? How do you present yourself to them? And the shadow card is decisions.
That goes in perfectly with what I was getting about them being on the middle of the road, like feeling that perhaps there's some strength in your personality that they're like, is this going to be a problem down the road? And what I was told immediately was to sell yourself, like you're marketing a product. You need to, exactly. You need to make it very clear, a very clear presentation to them why you would be a good spouse, and a good partner for him. All the ways in which you're able to support him while still having a personality.
Right. Don't let that dragon go back to sleep, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, don't let it roar too loud.
And there's a caution too about losing yourself too much. If you abandon your personality, that this could lead to resentment down the road. They're saying for your happiness, you need to find a middle way to be successful in this dynamic, that you need to be able to give them what they want and need while still protecting what you want and need, to find a middle way.
Mm-hmm. We got, yes, this resonates.
Cool.
Thank you, Ankita.
And thanks, Jackie, for posting my website again. Thank you.
And then let me jump down to the bottom real quick. Robin says, I feel compelled to make a recommendation. The Power of Colors, The Path of Self-Healing and Personal Transformation Through Native American Ancient Wisdom, Kindle edition by Noah Goldhirsch.
Cool.
Interesting. Thank you, Robin.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's see, where was it?
Sounds way cool.
Now I've got to find my spot again.
Always got to find the familiar. He's back in trance. He was up for a little while.
Yep.
Yeah, and the other one's passed out too. He's meditating also.
I see a Porva. Let me just double check, make sure I'm not skipping anybody by accident. Oh, yeah, I thought I was. Luna.
Luna! Hi, darling.
Hi, Luna. Let me shuffle. Just want to say in general.
Luna, are you guys moving? Are you thinking about moving? Oh, Woolly Hermit. I'm on Maui. I'm just a few minutes away from Jonathan.
We neighbors.
We's neighbors. Yeah, Luna, they're asking me if you guys have been talking about moving, that maybe you've considered moving. Oh, there he goes. My familiar is taking a powder on me. How do you like them apples? Oh well. It's his first time. A half an hour is pretty good on your first try, right?
Right.
Well, actually 45 minutes. He got here early. Anyways, I don't know if you guys have been talking about moving when the real estate market kind of simmers down, that you're thinking about it and they're telling me, yes, yes, yes. You don't need to hear anything else from us. Yes, if you're thinking about it, it's the right move. If you're not sure it's the right move, it is the right move.
Wow. This is crazy. So, yet again, the first card I pull is a warning. This is coming up for too many people for it to be just for individuals. This is for all
And
of
we
us.
did get chaos as the theme of the day.
Right. It's true. But then the next card I pulled was home.
It's the house that wasn't between your towers, Luna. Hi, Lady Capra. Hi.
But then we get depression.
Mm.
Yeah, right.
Again, the towers. Yeah.
Right. And then our shadow card is vulnerability.
Oh.
Yeah. Feeling like your egg is being cracked open, huh? So what I'm seeing here is that, a home is supposed to be like a sanctuary. And this is saying that, like, because this is flying directly at the home, right? See that warning is just flying straight at the home. And so I'm getting this sensation that it's like, as Betsy says, it's like, as soon as you can move, you should probably move. That's just like the strongest vibe I'm getting, because if you stay, you're going to be stuck in depression. So, yeah.
And wow, yeah, that one's just so. I can't even get past that. I don't know if there was something else that you needed to know, but
I know that was just so strong that nothing else is coming through.
I feel like you have given it your all at the towers. You have given it your all in there. And I think it's just too much for whoever is awake in there, whoever is trying to bring light into those spaces, that I think the structure. Oh, wait a minute. The fairies say they can't get in there. They can't get in to help. Iron and steel. They can't get in to help. Nobody's got any house elves or elementals to help. Does anybody have elementals? I don't know. Oh, house plants. They say house plants are helpful. Yeah.
Right. Well, even that image of the house it seemed very barren. I don't know how else to describe it. Right? Energetically blank. There's nothing.
Oh, Candy's here. Hi, Candy. And she's just thrown back from the beach, and she thinks that's her home. Well, girl. And wait, Woolly Hermit asked, do I use cards? Only if I have to. If somebody asks me a yes or no question, the guides don't like doing that because free will. If somebody has to have a yes or no answer, I'll use the cards, or in a pinch, I'll just toss a coin 3 times. I do like cards. I do like some cards, but it's just not the way I do my readings. I'm more of a channel. So,
true medium with the guides whispering in our ears all the time.
Kristen's here. Hi, Kristen. I knew you were going to be here. They told me earlier this morning you were going to pop in.
Here and work Zoom.
Oh, Candy said she found her first hagstone. I found one. Oh, it's in my car. I wish I had it. I have a stone I have to show you, Jonathan. I found it actually in the water. It would be perfectly round, but one side is flat, like it was a round stone cut in half, and it has a hole through it like a pendant. It looks like it was something somebody wore Dude, hello. Yowza. Um, yeah, I found a round stone. That's a biggie. It's the stone I found is kind of smaller, but it looks like a pendant. I don't know exactly what it was meant for, but it was really obvious that they told me to go get it out of the water. It was like, I don't know, 12 feet down or something.
Right.
How do you see a stone that big from 12 feet down? It's got to be a clear day, or they got to really, really want you to have it.
Right. That beam of light hitting it just right.
Hi,
So
Chris.
Corva started teaching Lama Farah healing. It's a healing modality. Going slow, taking one person at a time. How does it look ahead?
Well, I know what I got. Who goes first? Yeah, it feels like you go first this time to me. I got what I got.
So, yeah. First card I get is Silver Lining. Right. I see this as being you doing the energy work. Second card I got is Healing. You're helping to nurture others and help them grow their health back, right? And Hope. You help bring hope and help grow hope in others' hearts. So I think it looks really good, personally. Though I got to say, the shadow card is Sever. And you see that cord getting cut there. So the thing that I'm getting here is you're going to be great at it. You just need to know when to fire certain people that, you don't have to treat everybody. This is something I learned as an acupuncturist wanting to treat the whole world, is that not everyone's going to be receptive, and certain people are not going to want to change. They're just going to want you to fix them, right? And then they're going to latch on, and every time you treat them, you're going to feel like your energy was drained. Those are the people that you want to be able to sever, okay? It's perfectly okay for you to fire clients. This is just screaming at me, okay? So you have that energy line, right? You have the healing. You bring the hope. So I think you are going to be an amazing healer. Just be careful of those people that are going to latch on and drain you. That's what I'm getting. So.
And I'm getting that the healing modality is a tool. It's not the be all end all. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. That as you become more comfortable and your confidence builds with this healing modality, that you will have the opportunity to really raise its success and raise what you do as a healer by incorporating some other things with it, like some Reiki with it, some color therapy with it, whatever it is, the other things that work for you. That, and I think there's something that you do that I don't really know what it is. It could be this healing modality, but there's something else that's pretty natural to you that is in addition to this modality. So they're saying not to limit yourself thinking that this is the silver bullet. Right. Exactly what Jonathan was talking about here, to incorporate it with all your other things that you know. They're talking about a lot about, somebody just said Qigong or whatever, moving energy. They're talking about your ability to move energy, that it's the modality has its place and it does its job and it does it well, but the path that you're meant to walk is bigger than that.
Right. That's what I'm getting from this, because, right, they're grasping the energy and moving. It's not their energy. It's the energy of the earth connecting to heaven. So.
Yep. Cool.
Yep. Apoorva says that she started with Reiki, Shizam, and pranic healing 8 years ago. Right? There you go. There's the energy work. Hello, Chris Kelly.
Wait, could you say that again? Oh, wait, there it is. Reiki and pranic healing. I love pranic healing. I go see. I have a chronic shaman up country I go see that she takes me places nobody else will. Last time we were there, we were like shouting at each other from the opposite sides of the table. She's like, yes, you will do this. I'm like, that's not what I'm doing. Oh, man.
Oh, hi, Kiana.
Yeah.
Making an appearance, huh? Kind of.
Blue Crescent said, gosh, I wish I could have done that when I was reading in a tarot shop. No, it didn't work for me in a tarot shop. If people are closed off energetically to a medium, it's like being in a closet with the door shut and the lights off. You get nothing. Got to use cards with those people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is why I burned out real fast.
Right. You ran to Maui. So Tony says, if you have anything for me, I'd like to hear what the universe is advising right now. All a bit jumbled currently. I think that's
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I hope you have a pen and paper. This is where the guides like to assign homework on my end.
Oh, yeah, I got your pen and paper.
Well, pen and paper, they say, stop being so melodramatic over there, Miss Thang. They're saying, get out a pen and paper and start writing. How's your journaling going? If you are not journaling, you should be. Get it out of your head, get it down on the paper. And if you are already journaling, that it's a bit jumbled. They're showing me just, it almost looks like everything is all scrambled together like a word jumble puzzle. So what they're suggesting is if when you barf out your jumble, they want you to reread that and then try and tell a story to someone with that, a simplified version of a story, not complicated, not an intellectual pursuit, and really like basic, like instruction manual, 8th grade education kind of gearing. So they're wanting you to refine and define it a little bit, that's going to really help with the jumble. I would love to hear what's going on with that.
As you were speaking, I had a jumper. God speaks.
Isn't that how those books were written? Conversations with God. It's ridiculous. Oh, that's ridiculous.
So the first card I pulled was abundance.
Mm-hmm.
Know that you are surrounded by abundance. Second card is hope. You have lots of hope, not just for yourself, but hope to give to others. And that's where the writing comes in, I feel. You can express so much through writing. And look, the last card is honesty. And what's he holding? He's holding a book. So, and it looks like he's journaling. And that journaling is creating that like amazing amount of energy there. So just reiterating what Betsy got. And then we get home as the shadow card. Feeling a little trapped, maybe. So I think this idea of writing and getting it out and just being able to like write your truth, your honesty, is what's really going to help you, right? You have an abundance of knowledge and information to give. So, just write. That's what I'm getting. Write.
Yeah. Are you working on a deck? If you've been thinking about a deck,
She's been doing lots of journaling and searching. So.
If they're saying if you've been thinking about creating another deck, so I don't know how many you've created, that this is a great, it's a great exercise in clarification. That imagine describing your thoughts on each subject as the description of a tarot card. It's got to be short and sweet and succinct to make sense and resonate with others. I think if you can get what's going on within you into that kind of a context, it's going to heal whatever this swirl is. It sounds like this is a tool for lifetime pursuit for you.
She says, definitely feeling hemmed in, got a conditional job offer, but then it all stopped.
Yeah, right. Because we may be going into lockdown again or restrictions. Yeah, absolutely.
I keep getting that, like the chanting, right. It's like, okay, something else.
Okay, so she says no decks for me, although I'd like to buy some. Well, they're still sticking with what they've said about your individual concerns. Write a description of it as if it were for a tarot booklet. Somebody just
Yeah, I'm getting this image of you writing like a book on tarot. I keep seeing you writing. It's the only image that keeps popping in my head as you sitting there writing, and it's about the cards and how to use them.
My familiar's back. Just flopped down in the chair next to me. Thanks, Bert.
Bert. Well, and I got Kiana right here too. It's funny that they both came over for this reading.
Oh, nice. Support. Oh, that's like the classic support. Kona's closer. That's like just the classic indicator that you are supported. And with the job thing, also remember, if we go back into lockdown, then they're gonna have to reestablish public funding. So it'll work out.
Question: can I get a general for the month? Keep pulling aces in my daily readings and pages. I pulled 3 aces a few days ago, 2 last night. Being told to pull 4 cards, 1 for each week of the month. Shadow card wants to come out first, and that's listen. I think there's a message trying to get to you, right? The start of something. That's why you're getting the aces and the pages, because something wants to start.
I'm being. Oh wait, I have to plug my ears for a second. You keep talking. That's what I'm doing, though.
Okay. So first card I pull is a journey, and this doesn't necessarily have to be like an actual physical journey. But I know you've been wanting to go down to the ocean, but I think it's also like a spiritual journey, an internal journey. The interesting thing is the next card is supposed to be the second week of the month. You get lost. So I'm not sure. This one I'm drawing a blank on for some reason. But then after the loss, we have breakthrough. So it's almost like you need to lose something in order to break through into the message itself. And then the final card is healing. See, again, we get this sprout starting. Something needs to start. You want to keep getting over and over and over again. Betsy?
Yeah, when I had to close off my ears, and then I reached over with my knee, and it was like and I never like to word things like this, but sorry, that's what I got. As a medium, I just got to say it as it gets it. That you are blocking the progress.
Oh, and as soon as she said that, she froze. Oh no. Betsy, I think we've lost her.
There we go. Oh. Yeah, we both went blank. Okay, that was cool. Maybe the universe didn't like me saying that either. So I reached over with my knee while my ears were blocked, and I touched the cat to say, "What's going on?" And he said, "Oh, he's just being a guy. He needs more yin right now. So whatever it is, whatever you're walking into, to balance those energies, yin and yang, however you want to say it, potato. Kristen said, Justin, stop blocking Betsy. No, it's not that, Kristen. And besides, Justin can't block the cat, and the cat's right beside me. Yeah, so it's a yin thing. Open up to yin. Ask yin. Ask Kuan Yin. Ask any yin card in the deck that speaks to you. Make that be your card for the.
Oh.
Keep asking your yin representative, what do you have to teach me right now? How can I learn from you? And whatever your desire is about what you're seeking, that yin is going to be a key to that.
I pulled a couple clarifiers just because this reading is, I don't know, it's kind of foggy for me.
Yeah.
I got home, the ancestors. I think the ancestors are trying to reach out to you. Another warning. Here we go with the warning again.
What?
And look within, which I find interesting because it kind of matches this listen card.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't, and it's interesting because it sounds like this reading is like such a in your face kind of warning, but it's really not. It's just really about a deepening inner journey. It just may be an internal location that's not your favorite, but that you have this period of time where the external is going to slow down a little bit for you and not have so much demands on you, so you can really dive the first half of the month, really dive into getting to this point. Get to this point, and they're telling me by the 15th you're going to be there if you make your request known. Yeah, I hope that helps.
Well, it was interesting that we got the ancestors under the lost card. So second week of the month might be, I don't know, there's something.
Well, feelings. We all have a lot of feelings right now, so I feel like something big is coming in general. I keep dreaming about China and Afghanistan. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
there's a warning popping out in almost everybody's reading.
I would say wrap China and Afghanistan in a blanket of love. They're showing me the Klimt, the kiss, where the golden image where the guy has the woman kind of bent over at a weird angle for the kiss. But they're showing me for you to be aggressive in wrapping your robe of love and really being aggressive in sending that love. Yeah, that's what I got. The cat says, "Don't forget to remind him he's being a guy." Sorry. Sorry.
Let's see.
Man, this has been a great session. I wish I could do this more often in the clouds, outdoors with the familiars crashed beside me. I feel great.
I know, I'm pretty sure I saw Jackie ask for one.
Yes. And there's Jezebel Von Tex. Hello. Toadstool Tarot. I don't know that I said hi to you. Candy, yes. Join me at the beach. Let me know when you're coming.
Did I skip over or something?
I think I'm going to take myself to that Aretha Franklin movie today, if it's not sold out with the rain. Try and get in early.
I swear I saw one from Jackie, but now I'm not seeing it.
Bye, Blue Crescent. Thanks for being here.
Bye, Deanne.
Yeah, I know there was. I think it's just so far up in the chat. If anybody was keeping an eye on it, yeah. There's just so many in there. I'd say, if you're okay with it, I would say whoever wants a reading really bad.
Yeah, I just found it and then the chat jumped.
Yeah, whoever wants a reading really bad, you better speak up now. Squeaky wheel.
It's Jackie, and like I said, I had just found it, and then the chat jumped again.
Yeah, it was for general though, wasn't it? For Jackie,
Yeah,
general. Okay, what do I need to hear? Oh, girl, you're brave today. Oh. You have like this fairy godmother with a crystal wand that's going, boop. Where's Roman Biscotti when we need her? Boop. She's like, this
look
is
at the shadow card. Goddess speaks.
Oh.
So we got a gift. You are a gift. Trust. Ripped out their own heart and is offering it. And the moon. So with this goddess speaks and the gift, trust, the moon, I'm feeling like, did you do a full moon ritual for a specific goddess? Because I feel like you were gifted and like built this relationship of trust with this goddess. I feel like there is definitely a connection there now, and whoever it was that you were working with is right, definitely there with you now, connected through the moon. So.
Absolutely connected. A fairy godmother with the crystal magic wand, and what I'm getting is for you not to change anything. They don't, and girl, enjoy this. It doesn't come around very often. Don't do anything differently. They're saying that you're modulating beautifully, that you're not on this roller coaster of emotional reacting and then exhaustion, that you're like zoom, you've got this like Caddyshack kind of flow going, and they don't want you to mess up anything. Don't change it, just keep doing this. Exactly.
Life is a gift. Your life is a gift, and it's not just a gift for you, it's a gift for others, because I feel like this might be you, but it's the people that you meet who are offering you their hearts, because you are that person that people want to give love to, right?
And you demonstrate what they seek.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big thing, is some people don't know how to get to this. They may have the desire to be in this peaceful place or be a more loving person. They just don't know how to get there. They just maybe don't have role models. They don't have the skills or tools, or they haven't started the path yet. And you can demonstrate that for them, and that will spur them, that will inspire them to try and find out more.
And I find that this goddess speaks is you channeling the information of the goddess to the people who need to hear it right then and there.
Oh, I tell you what, I am like marinating in the soup right now. I could just lay down and go to sleep. I'm so blissed out in the moment of what they're sending me. They're showing me, they're passing through me this bliss thing for you, that this is your path. It is what you embody, this thing.
She says, okay, thank you so much. I feel pretty settled right now. Yeah.
Wowie. I'm just going to take that all day.
I'm just like, it's like that warm and happy kind of feeling. So we got Woolly Hermit. We have a general reading. If you have anything to tell me what things it means.
Oh, somebody's been naughty. One of your guides is saying, you ought not have done that. What were you trying to do? Some kind of a moon magic thingy? Were you trying to banish something? Are you trying to banish something? They're like, no, not banish. They're wanting. Okay, they're telling you
symbiosis.
Yeah, show. They're telling me you need to switch from full moon magic to new moon magic.
Symbiosis was the first card I pulled. Followed by intuition, and there's that crescent moon. And then spirit heals. Look at that starscape. This is telling me go out at night, look up at the stars when there's no moon, and just connect with spirit and reflect. This is the shadow card, reflection.
What's going on here? They're pushing on my thyroid. Is everything good with thyroid, or are you feeling strangled?
Oh, that's interesting.
It's one or the other.
That kind of has that same feel for me.
If you're feeling like you've been able to express everything you need to say verbally, then it's thyroid something. If health is good, if you haven't been to the doctor, or if something is going on health-wise, they're talking about this. I have a feeling, though, that has a lot to do with expression, but I'm not ruling out health.
Well, intuition was calling to me. It's like, you got to listen to your intuition. Open that
It's my
third eye,
legs.
right?
Ooh, I love the staircase into that. Man, oh man. Wowie. That's giving me some feels about something I've always seen since I was a little kid, like a 3-year-old, looking down a hallway at a doorway that has dark doorway with a little bit of light around it, kind of like that. Wow. Hello. Yeah, what is going on? They're not letting up on my throat. So if it's your legs and not thyroid, then what is going on? What is stifling your voice? And again, they're coming back to the moon. Okay, they're coming back to the moon. They've answered it. Never mind. It's moving from full moon to new moon. Instead of banishing and pushing away, they want you to start calling in to you, embracing and calling in, whatever your intentions are.
Embracing. Embrace spirit.
Mm-hmm.
This one keeps jumping out of me too. Reflections, which, if you look closely, there's like a flaming eye in she's like a seer, and she pulled that flame up into her hand where there's an eye, and she's looking into her hand and reflecting and see how there's another face coming out of her, the back of her.
Yeah. Are you clear with your history? Are you at peace with your history of your actions and choices? I don't feel like this is doing shadow work. I feel like this is your actions in public and the choices you make in public. You're going there. This is the journey. This is the path. You're going there. Whether you're going to go kicking and screaming or whether you're going to roll into it.
I think she's going to roll into it.
I think, yeah.
She just needs to remember that, all of us need to remember that we're not alone. We have our spirit guides there anytime you want them.
Yeah.
Most people ignore them. But they're there if you need, right? You need that healing, that embrace.
And and it's coming at me now from the east. It's coming at me now from the east. Coming right here into my forehead. If you've been rolling around with this concept of raising up your peace within you, that again, new moon, not full moon. New moon, not full moon. Call to you what you want. Don't try and you're not going to find what you're seeking by trying to push away to call in.
Thank you, Woolly Hermit, whose name is escaping me at the moment. Sorry.
Hope it helps. Yeah. And remember, our card at the beginning of this hour was chaos.
Chaos. These readings have definitely been chaotic. Okay, where did Robin's question go? There we go. So, Toadstool Tarot, our own Robin wants to know, can you tell if the apartment I've been waiting for will become available within the next 12 months? I'm hopeful, but also fearful.
I'm hearing 18 months. I'm hearing if it's...
You want change, but also fear it and what's involved in the preparation.
If it's a particular place that you have been waiting to get into, I can so relate. I've had places that I just stalked and hoped I would be able to get in there. If it's that, I'm getting 18 months, like somebody else is going to get it. A 1-year lease on the place that you're wanting, and the lease is going to fall out after 6 months, or maybe they only take a 6-month lease. That if it's a particular place you want to hang on to it. If it's just move in general, that it's overwhelming to gather everything up and move, then it's going to take you 18 months to get at peace with it and get it done.
So he says, I'm on a waiting list for an apartment and don't know how long the wait will be or if I'll pass the final interview process and how much time I'll have to prepare and pack from 50 years accumulation.
Yeah.
No.
Year and a half.
The sun's coming out over there.
Yeah, it is.
So the shadow card is fear, right? Which is exactly what you're talking about, right? You fear it. First card I pull is Awaken Inner Force. So I see this dragon being the one like trying to collect their hoard up so that they can move it, right? We get the crone, which is kind of the energy you're moving into, right?
Love that card. Love that card. I like this deck a lot. Wowie.
And then trust, right? So trust in the process, trust that what's meant to happen will happen. It's like awaken that inner force, that crone energy, that ancient magic that lets you get what you want, right? Throw it out there and then just trust the universe does it back.
And a path of releasing and letting go, sorting through things, the physical manifestation of packing house, 50 years accumulation, the physical process of that and what you can realistically take with you and what you can't, the sorting out thing, man, it's a great way to release I want to say shite ton of genetic karma, because we're holding on to all these dearly important things. And then when you're trying to get from where you are, point A to point B, you recognize how much of those dearly important things don't mean anything to anybody anymore. And to give yourself permission to walk away. It's a really interesting process. I myself remember driving laps around a Goodwill container parked in a parking lot in Dallas, Texas, in the rain, driving around, making these big loops around this thing because I had put 3 boxes. My guides told me, you take these to the Goodwill today. Enough of this messing around. Do it today. And I just made these laps around the trailer, like drive away. And then I was like, no, I have to go back and get them. Drive away. Oh. It's a great process, though. You'll love it when you get through it. Everybody loves it.
I gotta say, we've been in this house for 2 years, and we did like 4 moves in 4 years, kind of insanity. And every single time we dumped stuff, and when we moved to the new house, there was still more stuff to get rid of. We thought we had gotten rid of everything we needed to get rid of, and yet there was still more to get rid of. We accumulate this stuff around us that do we really need it? Not really.
I had so much old family memorabilia that I was the caretaker of, the keeper of. And then when I was in this process, it finally dawned on me. The reason I had it is because nobody else wanted it. So why was I carrying the burden? It was literally like the donkey climbing the stairs in Santorini. Why? Why am I doing this?
Right. So it's over the hour. Do you have time to do a few more?
I do, yeah. And Woolly Hermit, yeah, my YouTube channel is Betsy Palmer Medium.
You haven't really been doing anything, though. Yeah.
No, I haven't been doing anything. It took me so long to get my website done, from December till the latter part of July, that I needed a little time out from all the internet thing.
Right.
Web brain.
Tubes. You're welcome, Robin. It says thank you. Oh, and Woolly Hermit is Mel. Okay. Good to remember. So the next one is Kristen Louise. I get a reading about my mother. I'm still very anxious about her care and what the assisted living place will be like.
Acceptance. Sorry, somebody's messaging me. Let me quiet them down.
Thanks, Tony. I just threw you a blue wrench. So Kristen Louisa had a jumper. It is serenity, right? You need to find the place that will bring both you and your mother's serenity. I think that's what the general answer for that is. Okay. So first card I pulled was Inner Child. I think this situation is causing your inner child to kind of freak out about losing mother. But then we have spirit guides, right? So don't forget your spirit guides are there. Keep saying, you said that again and again this reading time, that just lean back on those guides, right? Spirit guides are there. And yet the final card is trapped. So do you feel trapped? Does your mom feel trapped? I think both of you feel trapped by the whole situation. And our shadow card here is transformation, which makes me think that, in physics, they say energy is never lost. It can never be lost. So when something ends, it's never an ending. It's a new beginning. And especially with the spirit guides here, I could see your mother coming back as one of your spirit guides once she passes, and helping to bring you serenity. So I think this is bigger than just what's going on with her care in the living place, the assisted living place. This is more. This is a transition. This is a transformation. This is learning how to nurture your inner child to be your own mother figure. Right? Listening to those spirit guides, they're telling you we're here, ready to accept her when she's ready to pass over. So there's no fear. She's not going anywhere. She's just going to be right here with us. Don't keep her trapped in her body longer than necessary. That's just.
Yeah, I'm getting acceptance, detachment, and objectivity. Those are the big buzzwords I'm getting. And this is for both of you, yes, but this is also for you, Kristen. This is like the number one life experience in manifesting that which you desire to see. So they're saying not to hover, not to interfere. If you're not certain what kind of care she's going to be getting, interfering all the time with requests to do something differently is never going to show you the care that she's getting if you're going to be interfering with their routine. If you want to learn what kind of care that you can realistically expect to see from day to day, you need to step back away, hands off, and allow them to show that to you. And they're also telling me to use a little bit of Hawaiian wisdom, Pono wisdom, on how to manifest that which you want to see. And what the Hawaiian culture does is, if you are in a space of wanting to smooth a path over and create good outcomes for all involved, to offer gifts. So they're saying, I mean, it's a running joke here. If you're having a conflict in a situation, what do? Well, you take them the tray of Costco muffins. You take them gifts. You extend kindness, because that's what you're hoping to achieve. That's the end goal that you want, is giving and receiving and happiness. When people see you, you want them to smile. Look, here she comes. Here she comes. Not, oh, Jesus, right. Here she comes. You want them
from a place of serenity. Like, just keep it. Like, the guys are like, just say it already. I'm like, okay, fine. Coming from a place of serenity. This is where you need to come from, is that place of serenity, not that place of feeling trapped. Okay.
Exactly. Exactly. I love that trapped card for this situation. I love it because, yes, your mother is trapped because she's losing independence, but you're also trapped because you have to find a new way of relating to a situation like this. That and I see the word down below in your comment, micromanaging. Girl, that is going, your mother is never going to get good care if they see you as, no matter what we do, it's never good enough for these people. You can't make them happy. You can't please them. They're not happy with anything. They're just going to give up.
She says, I will think about giving a gift to the woman who has been helping us. I've been a pain to them. LOL. Yeah.
You want them to look forward to you coming in the door, right?
Right. Come from a place of serenity. It's just the thing that keeps repeating.
Frost the cake. They're telling me, frost the cake, baby. Frost the cake.
Frost the cake.
Make it look good.
Okay. And
it's starting to mizzle here. It's not exactly sprinkling. My dad's wife would call it mizzling, when it's just kind of like a little bit of.
We do one last one for Jezebel.
Jezebel.
And then do a collective and then call it a day.
Yep.
Okay, so Jezebel is going to be the last reading today, other than the group one. So you're welcome, Kristen Louise. See, I always see the bigger picture, not just what's going on now, but like as the years and like decades go by, that's what I see.
Come here, Kona. Come here, Kona. Come. Come here, little man. Come here, little man. There you go.
Look at my camera.
Yeah. No, you don't have to look. You don't have to look. You can just stay right there. Bert's here too. You got a dirty ear. Jezebel, you remember that trapped card? You're light, girl. It's the gold of it is like blinding me. I can't see anything else but that. And I think the stuckness is having to compress yourself for everybody else to feel okay. I think maybe you're just coming to that period in your life. Women, we're a different person every decade. So you're coming up to that place where you're going to have a really hard time dimming your light to make these relationships work, and they're going to have to get used to it. They maybe don't like what they see coming too about how big and bright you are. You're everything that's all of you. They may not like that new paradigm either, but I don't know. I don't see any other way around it. I think you're just going to have to be you. And if some of these relationships can't adjust and accept, then you're going to have to be you. I'm worried for you if you stay little, if that makes sense.
Which goes perfectly with the first card, Awaken Inner Force again. You got to let out that inner dragon. Be the dragon lady, right? Thrive in your abundance. And you know what? It's okay to be vulnerable. Vulnerability again, right? Funny thing is the shadow card is the moon. Right?
The cat is really super supporting right now. He keeps putting his foot on me. He keeps connecting to me. So it may push you out of your comfort zone, but it's the right thing to do. And your familiars are with you. They're connecting with you. They'll be supporting you harder. You can lean on them a little bit harder to develop some new relationships, some new imaginary friends that some people may not understand, but they're telling you it's okay to go into this like a fantasy kind of world a little bit in your mind and have some of your needs fulfilled by non-physical entities right now to support you.
Mm-hmm. And as far as relationships, feeling stuck in relationships, You need a relationship where you can feel like your inner force can awaken and go out and be like as strong as it needs to be without anybody else trying to squish it down, right? You need to be able to feel like as you're giving love, there's always more love to give because you're being nurtured at the same time. It's not a one-way street, right? And it has to be, this is like the most important thing, is vulnerability. Being able to be vulnerable in a relationship is probably the most important thing, because you want someone who you can be your true authentic self with. Unless you're vulnerable, it's not going to work. So that is what I'm seeing for you here, is that just as the moon goes through phases, we all go through phases. But the most important thing is being able to be yourself, being able to show that vulnerable side of yourself as well as the strong side of yourself. And still, no matter what it is that you show, still be loved for who you are. So if the relationship does not do that, it is not a good relationship, and you need to move on.
Well, and a lot of us as empaths, we're asked to do the most emotional work for people around us that don't have the capacity to get down into their emotions. And they never like it when we take care of ourselves. They never like it when we change the dynamic of our relationships and we stop being willing to do their work for them. They don't like it, but you're going to love it. You're going to like it a lot. You're going to feel so much better.
Well, I mean, I feel like that with my relationship with Betsy is that we can support each other when we're trying to break out and be stronger, but we're also there for each other when we're feeling vulnerable and need that support of being in that little egg, right? And feeling safe. So, and it's not just, romantic relationships. All relationships need to be that way. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it's not a true relationship. I wouldn't call anybody who doesn't fit in that a true friend, probably an acquaintance. Right.
Yeah, they're friggin' mean when they get a no. Yeah, wait, what? What do you mean I have to do that for myself?
Right?
You're so ungrateful.
Well, it's this whole idea of the abundance, right? Because you want to give to the person that you're in love with or that you are in a relationship with. You want to help them. But then there's certain people who you start helping them and all they want is more of your help and more of your help and more of your help, and they're not giving anything in return.
Yeah, the people that you just can never fill the void, and they think other people are supposed to fill the void for them. Nah.
Right. She says, "Thank you. It made so much sense."
Cool.
Oh, Deanne just received and opened her Moon Baby Tarot. And her large art card is the moon. A lot of moon energy.
This has been such a fun chat. Thank you, everybody that's been here. I have really enjoyed this, and I guess being in my setting too, that doesn't hurt anything. And I'm currently holding hands with Bert. Yeah.
Holding hands with Bert. Oh.
Kona's starting to get kind of squirmy. He's done, but Bert is, we're holding hands under the table.
I've got a little Mimi right down there licking her paws because she's bored. Hey, stop licking. And the cat is on her tower asleep. I think she gave up a while ago. Oh, whoa. Huh. So, for the collective, I got intuition, creativity, and sorrow. So, this is telling me we're on a space where intuition is getting stronger, is flexing harder, which is helping with our creativity and our expression. But with our intuition getting bigger and bigger, we're feeling more and more of what everyone else is going through. So we're all feeling the collective sorrow of everybody, because everyone's hurting right now. I mean, even the ones that are doing good, there's still something that's not quite right, right? And the shadow card I got was deceit.
Ooh, we're being lied to.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So I think our intuition is letting us know that we're being lied to, and that's where the sorrow is coming from. But the main message here is creativity. We create the worlds we live in. And if we, as a collective, decide to create a new world away from the sorrow and the deceit, then we need to remember that the intuition is what's going to bring us there. So flex that creativity, flex that intuition, be your beautiful, wonderful selves, and know that we're all dealing with the deceit and the sorrow that's piled on top of us.
I have a little bit of something too, reminding us that we started out this chat with the chaos card.
Right.
And with the cards that you just got for the general, intuition and creativity, my team is telling me to really lean on your intuition and get your creative juices going about hobbies and things that would keep you busy and occupied.
Exactly.
In the event of a return to lockdown.
Because I see it coming, even though I know people who work in government and they say the Hawaiian government has literally run out of money. There's no more funds left in unemployment. There's nothing left in their emergency funds. So for them to shut down, I don't think they can.
I know Hawaii will fight it tooth and nail. I think it doesn't feel like individual states. This feels like the collective to me,
right.
Like United States in general voice. That there may be a lot of opposition to it, but don't rule it out. But leaning on your intuition and developing your creativity, even if it is actual just simple hobbies to keep you preoccupied, is going to help you either way it goes. Either way it goes. Get started, get cracking on some hobbies that bring you joy for no payoff, no expectation,
Right.
just something that brings you joy.
And I think the most divine expression we can do as humans is to be creative, to create art, to create something that will live on past ourselves, that's greater than ourselves, and that brings joy to others, right?
Right.
Like necklaces, paintings, even a dance routine, right? I mean, anything that is creative, gets your creative juices going, that flows from your intuition, I think, is an expression of the divine in the mundane world, right? So.
Yep. I'm gonna put Kona Bean down on the ground. Say goodbye to everybody, Kona Bean. It was fun to be here. I may see you again in November. I don't know for sure, but maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, I may be back pet sitting in November. And Bert, he's not going anywhere.
Has you have anything coming up?
Nope. Still on brain break from the interwebs.
Okay.
But coming up soon, I'm guessing, I have a special, I have a special on past life readings for September. I think $20 off on past life readings coming up for the month of September. And I'm something. I'll probably have a blog post coming up on the 1st of September. I'm supposed to get something off to my SEO diva.
So next week will be the last Tuesday of August. I'm going to be taking September off of the YouTubes just because it's my birthday month, and I don't know, it's nice to take a little break and then come back fresh in October.
Absolutely.
But I think it's important that we also be willing to dive deep into our shadows. So next week, I actually am going to have 2 guests Jenny Han and Jessica Ricchetti, the creators of Wisdom of the Shadow Oracle. And we're going to talk about diving into your shadow. So, those of you who have this deck, please come with your questions, because I'm sure they would love to answer them. And if you don't have this deck, it's amazing. I have an unboxing. So if you want to look at the cards, go look at the unboxing. I think it's a very important deck. It's something that I think we need right now. It's pretty amazing that this came out just recently. Was this in 2020 or 2021? I think it's just 2021. It only just came out. So I think it's important to dive into our shadows, to know really what we're dealing with and how we can express ourselves and become better people. I think it's just important work that everybody should be doing.
I could not agree more.
Mm-hmm. So thank you, everybody, for being here.
Antoinette, yes, Jonathan made this for me. This is a little fox, and this is all about my desire to join the pack. Instead of be the hermit card, I want to join the pack. I want to, yeah. So,
and if anyone else would like a wearable crystal grids, I've got quite the collection of scullies, and I do have a few non-skulls, 3 goddess figures for those who are goddess worshippers. And I work with you to create the perfect grid to basically work with your energy and bring in the thing that you request. Each necklace I make is completely different, and they are not just necklaces, they're spiritual tools.
I was lucky. I got to go over and we pawed through all the stuff. So I'm feeling really lucky to have Vixie here. Yeah. So, and this is really represents shadow work for me, even though it's going towards love. It's about vulnerability. It's about trust. It's about honoring other people and respecting myself. So,
yes.
It's been awesome. What a great day.
This has been amazing. Happy birthday, Jonathan, just in case I don't get to tell you. Thank you, Jezebel. My birthday is in 2 weeks from today. So.
Cool.
Virgo, yes. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Betsy.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. It was so great to see you all. Yes.
Aloha. And